going to do an electrical walkthrough within the next day or 2 days, for sure this week. City inspectors will come out to look at the final electrical layout. So we have, all the electrical appliances and plug-ins and lighting. All the light fixtures have electric going to them, and then all the AV, audio visual, for speakers and door chimes and security panels to come in and out of the house. So all of that wiring's been going on, and it looks like we're really close to finish. So before the inspector comes through, I'm just going to do a quick walkthrough. So this is the rear vestibule coming in through the bathroom. Coming in from the garage, and there's going to be electrical panels on the inside here, which is great, because if it's raining and it's thundering and lightning out and it's dark, I don't have to wander outside to the back wall of the garage looking for which circuit breaker to trip. So anyway, it's all going to be in here, which is great, right here in the vestibule. So you can see that all wires from the entire house are coming through here. And
it's a lot of wires.
It's a lot of wires. That's a lot. Look at that. And then looks like that they did the framing for the dog door, which I've been, it's so funny because I just never would have thought I needed to know everything about my dog door this early in the game. But you do, because they're going to frame for it. And so I had to order it. The builder has it. They got all the information they need, and so that's where the dog door is going to be. But anyway, so we've got all kinds of electrical. They put in plenty of plugs. I guess the minimum requirement is 1 plug every 7 feet. And like in this little area here, there's 4 plugs, 4 outlets, which is a lot for, normally you might see 2.
Right.
And then we also had to make a decision on all of the light switch boxes, what we were wiring to what. Like what's going to come on when you turn different switches, which items are on 3-way, so they're controlled from over here, they're controlled from over there. So whichever doorway you're entering the space from, and our Christmas lights are on this one. So whenever it's Christmas time, I get to go Christmas lights, and they all come on. So that's exciting.
I would have never thought about Christmas lights.
I'm telling
you. So you're thinking about everything.
Yeah, all of this stuff, you have to know it like long before it's ever going to happen.
Yeah.
Were
you the one to bring up the Christmas lights, or was it brought up to you? Like, are you going to have Christmas lights?
Yeah, it was brought up to me. Am I going to be doing
So they're thinking about everything.
Yeah, because that's something that comes up, right?
Yeah.
Actually, and for another, it was an electrical question on the exterior of the house, and they said, do you want these outlets up here at the roof line for Christmas lights? And I'm like, I sure do. So, yeah. So, you have to think so far ahead, like how you're going to use the house.
Right.
And, that has to be decided before the walls go up. But anyway, so we've got all the electrical in. This section here is all your AV. So security.
That's a lot of wires too.
Speakers, all the internet and everything like that. Anything electronic that's going to happen within the house. It's a big bundle, isn't it?
Yeah.
And it comes in, and you can see a little bit of the wiring for it. You can see anywhere there's white wire, that's being run for audio, visual, so speakers, internet, that kind of thing. And so we're wired up pretty good. I don't know that we're going to walk through and look at every box, but now here on this wall, so they have these electrical boxes here and here.
This is your counter. This is in your
kitchen.
Your kitchen.
So
this is your backsplash.
Cooktop, yeah, the backsplash. And I don't want those electrical boxes on my backsplash tile. I want to take those, turn them upwards, and so they're on the bottom of the cabinets.
Oh.
Because I don't want that big, ugly electric plug on that beautiful, expensive, over-budget tile job, right?
Yeah.
So I'm sure this can be, there's plenty of wire there's got plenty. It'll just be turned upwards, but I have to make sure that that little detail is addressed before the walls get closed.
Yeah, at my place, it's the plugs are underneath the cabinet.
That's right. That's
Yeah.
what I want. I don't want them to be on
Yeah.
the wall.
Yeah.
Now, down low, you know, around the perimeter of the room, that's fine. You got to plug in
Right.
a vacuum cleaner. You got to plug
Yeah,
in,
yeah.
you know, you're sitting at the window and you want to charge your phone. You know,
Yeah.
that's different when they're down low. I think we're putting our plugs in the baseboards.
Cool.
So we're not going to, you know, have it like a separate thing. It'll be in the baseboard. But these here in the kitchen, I want them under the shelf. So here's the cabinetry. And so the plug, according to this, looks like it's about right here. And I don't want it there, I want it up there. And on this one, it looks like the plug is like right here. And I want it up underneath the cabinet. I don't want to see, this is beautiful tile.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
And I don't want a plastic switch stuck there.
Mm-hmm.
So.
For a second, I thought you were gonna say that you wanted it behind the tile, so the tile opens.
Oh.
That's what I thought you were
I've
gonna
never
say.
seen that, but I'm sure anything can be done.
I'm sure it's more expensive.
Yeah, everything. And even for the electrical, we're 10,000 over budget. I know. I'm like, just do it. Thank God we have a contingency fee. That's what it'll go to. Looks like they've been doing some work on the elevator.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be a lot of wiring,
Yeah.
I assume.
So here's the call box, right, where you push the button for it to come down.
Yeah.
And they did whatever prep they needed, but that's coming along too. And then this was a change order. I had them add this niche here at the end of the hallway.
Yeah.
And so I had to add an art light, and so they did wire for it. So it looks like there's a couple little details, like there's no can there with the art for the art light. And so all of these cans are up there. Not all the cans are up. It looks like there's a couple that haven't been put in yet, but for the most part, they're done. Like the super high can lights aren't in. They have to have a scaffold to
Right.
come in and do that, and so they said they're doing it last. But, okay. Let's look at the other side. I don't know if you can tilt your camera at all or to get anything up above.
I'll get it afterwards for B-roll.
All right. Yeah, you can see that it looks like they've been running some electrical out here. You can see it.
Yeah.
They're dangling, but they haven't installed the lights yet. I came by last week and they had some sort of plank up here above this, and it looked very precarious. But they were walking this plank across. But yeah, you can see up there quite a bundle of electric going from this side of the house over to the electrical panels, which there are two. They're going to be stacked, and it's, you know, it's big. And what we're going to do to hide it is we're going to put a big painting in front of it on hinges. So you just open the painting. There's your electrical
Your
panels.
trap door.
Yeah. So do you want to go upstairs?
Sure.
Okay, so this was an add-on. It was on the lighting plan, but not on the original electrical plan. And that is to have stair lighting. So we have the main chandelier there, but we want to have the stairs lit. And so the lighting design called for lit stairs, but the architectural design, which is what they bid the electrical work on, isn't on there. And so that's like all these little things that once
Adding up.
Yeah, and so Martin Sunday is the lighting designer that I hired. He's done a great job. But he put a lot more lighting in than the original architectural drawing, and it put us 10,000 over budget. But I said, let's just go ahead with it because, I mean, that's like your lighting plan is forever.
Yeah, you can't change.
So we're going to keep it. Anyway, so we're going to have lighting here. There'll be a switch to turn that on. There'll be a switch for the chandelier as well. And it's a two-way because at the top of the stairs you have the same two
Got it.
switches. So let's look at the second floor electrical. like they're put in, yeah, these right here are for the stair lighting. I think this is a wall outlet. And up here on the landing we carved it out. We said, let's put, since this is such a deep set window that it really ate up quite a bit of square footage. And so we were thinking, how can we use this space? And so what we did is on both sides, we put in these beautiful niches. And underneath, this is where we're going to put all the AV connections for throughout the house. And as you can see, here's all the AV line that's going to come in through here. And it all goes right up there and over. It's quite a bit.
It's a lot, yeah.
It's a lot. Oh, it looks like they did set those cans. See up here, this is where they had those planks. They had these planks and they're like walking across it. Oh my God, it's so high. It's 20 feet down.
And it was just the planks?
Just planks. They were walking. They're brave. Brave guys. I guess they do it all the time. So to me, that would be uncomfortable. To them, seems to be no problem.
Probably just didn't want to deal with the scaffold.
Yeah. 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 And then, so we decided door chimes up here on the second floor. So if you're up here and you hear somebody at the front door, it's up here. Of course, smoke alarms, internet boosts, you know, are all throughout the house. And looks like they've got 1, 2, 3. They've got these cans in now. And so these little cans, they call them, what do they call it? A remodel can. So they're adjustable. They're on a track, so you can push them this way or this way. And I think it's remodeled because if you're putting cans in your house after the fact, then you need a little bit more flexibility, whereas a can like that's like during construction. You put the full size can. But so yeah, they've been doing all of that. Let's walk through here. But yeah, there's plugs everywhere. So in this room, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And the way they have the closet set up is the light, there's no light switch for the closet. If you open the door, the light comes on.
Perfect.
When you close the door, the light goes out. So that's really kind of nice. Little feature.
Convenient, yeah.
Uh-huh. Okay. They've got all the switches on both sides. So if you're coming into this Jack and Jill bathroom from this room, you just flip it on here. If you're coming in from this room, here's your light switches there. And this room also has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 outlets in this space. So there's plenty of room to plug in all kinds of appliances and everything that you think you might need. It looks like these cans are in. This is the junior suite. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 electrical outlets in this room. It's great. Light switch for the closet is out here. And it looks like the medicine cabinet mirror. Looks like they've wired for that. We've wired for the toilets so that you could have, you know, these new bidet feature toppers that you can put on your toilet, which is really nice. So that'll be there. But it looks like the electrical is pretty much done. And again, you know, like smoke alarms, you can see the red wiring. And there are some boosts
Throughout the house.
Throughout the house. Looks like this is telephone. You have to have a landline in the elevator in case someone got in there without a cell phone on them.
Yeah, in case somebody gets stuck.
Emergency that you get stuck. So they've already wired for the phone. This is the call box. And then here, like the brown wiring, whenever you see this throughout the house, this is your HVAC. There'll be a temperature control panel here on this spot.
I just got 2 Nest controls at my house, and it's been a godsend.
Oh yeah, you like
Yeah,
that? Because you can do it from your phone, right?
Yeah, I can program it to stop at a certain temperature, start at a certain temperature, like heat at a certain temperature, cool at a certain temperature, and then you could just like set up your like eco saving stuff. So if you're not in the house, you just click like I'm away, and it just like does everything for you.
It's amazing. Technology is an amazing thing. Okay, yeah, here's our HVAC wiring. This is a little twisted. Hopefully that doesn't damage anything. And there's plugs upstairs too, along the hallway, which is good for vacuuming. There's one over here as well. But that looks like a pretty good walkthrough on electrical.
Yeah.
So, okay, thanks.